Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Sarah from Dishing Out Wealth, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about the things that I'm not buying during COVID-19. This isn't just because I'm in quarantine, things are closed. This is stuff that I'm just not buying because the more I'm at home and the more I'm actually not out and about, the more I realize I don't really need these things. So stay tuned to find out what they are and maybe how you can apply this to your life. But before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel because we make new videos every Monday and Thursday, and we would love to have you stick around. We're talking a lot about COVID on this channel, so be sure to stick around to find out more about our thoughts on budgeting and finance during this really crazy time. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So I don't know about any of you guys, but now that all of the stores are closed and we are only online shopping, personally, I have found myself really not buying a lot. I've kind of realized that the more I think about it, whenever I go out to a store and I go and buy something, most of the time I actually don't need it and I'm buying it because I'm bored or I'm looking for something to do or just a way to spend money. So I've kind of compiled a list of the things that I have kind of just like mindlessly purchased over the last few years, and hopefully this can kind of give you some insight too about where to really focus your budget and where you can cut back on and how we can continue this process after COVID is over and we can all go back to our normal life. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is clothes. I love clothes. I love shopping. I love fashion. It's one of the things I really enjoy, and it's something that I really like doing, is putting outfits together and looking cute. But I would usually just go out to the store, buy something, wear it a few times, and then just donate it. Whereas now, for like the past 2 or 3 months, I just haven't really been doing that because everything is closed. It's kind of a pain to online shop, at least where I live. So I'm just kind of like, it's fine. I mean, we're not going outside right now, so I don't really need all the cute stuff. I have stuff from last year I can just reuse. So that's just something that I'm not doing. And the more I think about it, the more it's actually really helpful because I am able to really focus on the things that I really, really want, save up for one item, and really focus on that instead of just getting a whole bunch of things, having it clutter my closet, and then having it sit, and then ultimately I'll just donate it. So that's kind of my tip for you, is if you like to shop like I do, really focus and examine the things that you're buying and then focus or try to analyze why you're actually buying it. Because is it, if you're bored, are you just looking for something to do, are you just hanging out with friends and then you're just just buying stuff because they're buying stuff, or are you buying something that you absolutely love, you're going to have it for a long time, and then it's worth your money? So an example of this is, I just got this sandal in the mail. Okay, I'm talking about saving money, but I haven't purchased things for a while. Okay. I essentially just saved my money and I said, I really need a new pair of sandals for the summertime because my old ones have been falling apart. I really need to just get a new pair. And so I saved my money. I found the kind I want. I know they're going to last me for a really long time and they're great quality. So I said, let's just go ahead and do it. I'm not going to purchase anything really for the next few months, just buy my sandals. And I did, and I'm really happy with them, and I know I'm going to wear them all the time, and they're going to be such a great staple in my wardrobe. So again, just figure out what your budgeting looks like for you, and then just kind of figure out the types of things that you have been buying aimlessly that you're not really doing anymore, and then let's just try to continue that into after this whole lockdown thing is over. Because for me, I know for sure I'm not going to really be purchasing a lot of extra stuff even after this thing is over, because I really like how my bank account's looking with not just buying a lot of stuff. So hopefully that's helpful. Another thing that I'm not really buying during COVID is takeout or going to restaurants. And I know that things are closed, and I do support smaller businesses in my area every so often when I do order out, but I don't really order out that much. I maybe order out once a week, once every other week. It's just hardly at all, just simply because I'm at home and I'm cooking and I really like cooking from home. So that's just one thing I'm not doing, because before the whole COVID thing happened, I was actually going out to eat or going out for drinks a few times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, I would say. And so by not being able to do that, I've really been able to save a whole bunch of money just by sitting at home. So I think that's one thing I am going to continue doing as we kind of transition out of COVID-19, is because if I'm eating out all the time, yes, I am wasting money. So either I would go out for food and then have drinks at home, or go out for drinks and have food at home. Probably not do both. So I think that's what I'm going to kind of do even going forward. So hopefully it's helpful for you as well. Another thing that I am not buying, obviously, because closed, but I am not getting Starbucks and I'm not getting coffee outside of my home. And this is something that I would do frequently. I am going to admit that. I would go to Starbucks 3 times a week because I love it. I think it's great. Iced lattes are one of my favorite things, and Starbucks does a great job with that, but it's expensive and it can really add up, especially if I can just make my own at home. So I've been doing a lot of that recently. Obviously, I have to because things are closed, but I think even going forward, cut it back down to once a week going to Starbucks and have it be a treat instead of something that's more reoccurring. And we have talked about this a lot on our channel. Just an easy way to save money is to cut back on the going out for coffee budget. And I think we've probably all noticed this, right? Is our budgets for coffee have really gone down because we've been able to just save so much money by just drinking coffee at home. So whether it's coffee, whether it's tea, whatever, you can just get a whole bunch of recipes for how to make it exactly as you like at home, and you're going to be saving so much money. And even doing that going forward, just try to treat going out for coffee as like a special occasion rather than something you do on the daily. And to even make me feel more like I'm drinking Starbucks, I actually have this reusable Starbucks cup. So number one, I'm actually saving the environment by drinking out of this. And number two, it makes me actually feel like I'm drinking Starbucks. So if you have a reusable cup that has a Starbucks or your favorite coffee house, try using that and you'll probably be able to trick your mind a little bit into thinking that you're at Starbucks when you're really not. Another thing that I'm personally not buying, especially since COVID has hit, is makeup. And again, I love fashion, I love makeup, I like putting myself together and making myself feel really presentable. But the one thing that I've really noticed is I just haven't been buying a whole bunch of different makeup products. I'll only buy the makeup things that I actually need. If I'm out of concealer, I'll buy that. If I'm out of an eyebrow pencil, I'll buy that. It's just like the staples that you need in your life because everyone needs mascara. So you just buy the things that you need to just like kind of get you through. And then I've actually been quite content with that. So just finding the things that you actually need, whether it's Sephora or the drugstore or really whatever fits your budget for the products that you enjoy, buy the ones that you need, not necessarily all of the brand new things that are available. I know we have all these beauty gurus and makeup gurus on YouTube and we all watch them and we're like, oh my gosh, all of those new products sound so great. I want to try it. Well, do you actually need it or is it something that you're going to want? Now that everything is closed, we can't go into store, we can't feel things, we can't play with stuff. So we're just kind of resorting to either people's recommendations or the things that we've already enjoyed and are currently using. So even going forward, I just found that I don't need so much makeup because it expires faster than when I can actually use it. So I'm really cutting back down on my consumption of that. It lets my skin breathe, it makes me feel a lot better, and then I'm really only buying the things that I actually use because otherwise it's just going to go to waste. It's not something that I'm going to constantly be using, and again, I'm just contributing to the waste factor if I don't use up the stuff that I'm already having. So hopefully, if you wear makeup or you're a woman, kind of be conscious of the makeup products that you are consuming and only just buy the things that you actually need and kind of take that into after lockdown is over and everything opens back up. Because, the more you pile on your makeup, the more your skin's just going to look cakey and your skin just kind of wants to breathe. And you don't really need to be spending money on like 50 million products for your face. And the last thing that I'm really not buying anymore, as I'm sure probably most of you are as well, is gas. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the environment's actually loving us right now for not driving and not being outside. So I'm actually saving a lot of money on gas, and it's kind of made me realize, like, do I even need to be driving places? Probably not, because I can just walk to my grocery store because it's not that far from where I live. I can, walk down to this like the drugstore and pick up stuff if I need to. So there's a lot of stuff in my area I can just walk to and deal with it. I know that a lot of people don't have the convenience of being within walking distance of places, so if that's you, not a problem. But since we're all not going to work at a physical office, or at least most of us are, shout out to all of you health workers out there because you guys are doing great. But for most of us who are just at home, we aren't driving to and from our office jobs. So if we are driving, we are only going to the store or only going to the drugstore. We're just going very short distances. So again, that just helps us save money on gas, and then it just kind of makes us realize, is it necessary for me to drive everywhere? Or are there alternative means like walking or biking? So might be something to think about even after lockdown ends. And that's it. Those are some of the ways that I am personally saving money during COVID-19 just by not buying things. Overall, I think this whole COVID-19 situation has really had me personally think about my spending habits, think about where I'm putting my money, and then how I can really take these lessons and move forward after COVID is over, because all of this stuff is really important. So if I can take these lessons, move them forward, and just really be able to thrive after this is all over, I think it's going to be really important. So I would personally love to know what you guys have thought about reducing consumption and becoming a more thoughtful consumer. So just go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments down below, because we would love to hear kind of what you are consuming less of and what you are going to continue doing even after COVID is over. So we hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel again, because we make new videos every Monday and Thursday. Would love to have you stick around. And with that said, we'll go ahead and see you with our next video. Bye!